No, straight up, bro. When the fuck is this free agency shit over? Because I'm so tired of this ESPN fucking jingle going off on my shit and me feeling like I have to look at it. Like I'm really tired of that shit. How
because
many more
nah,
days of shit do we have, bro?
man, free agency is until the season starts. You know what I mean? So that's the, so
Oh man.
teams are willing and able to pick up whatever players they want until the season starts. So they can
That
still
nigga.
negotiate and stuff like that. I mean, I guess you start getting to like the training camps and the media day stuff when you start getting into like late September, October. But yeah, that's when it really starts going down. But yeah, but you going I mean, until obviously, the question gets answered, you know, where the ball gonna go when LeBron gonna stop playing with everybody and tell everybody he coming to Philly. It's gonna be, they're gonna keep playing with us, man. Keep playing with us.
That's how you actually feel.
Yeah, because I mean, typically, well, I told you about this last week, man. Yeah, like this has actually been a bit of a quiet free agency. Like usually going into most free agencies, you actually have like a big free agent. There's somebody big coming off a contract, somebody big not re up. That didn't really quite happen this season. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't anybody that was big that was available. You didn't have like a big player that was, testing his options, making decisions and stuff like that. I mean, oddly enough, the biggest moves of this quote unquote free agency have been like pre-agency guys that already signed deals that got like traded to other teams. So, the Jalen Brown move, the Giannis move, um, like just those ones there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, other guys have been signing, but it's hasn't really been major names. You know what I mean? It's been some. I mean, the only real shooter still drop right now, which I don't know what the hell he doing. I heard he turned down a $140 million contract. Was Jonathan Kaminga? You know what I mean? They trying to figure out what's happening with him. So, but yeah, it hasn't really been that big of splashes. So, I mean, LeBron pretty much just teasing where he's going, which is weird. Soon to be retired, minimum contract players like literally floating free agency. That's why it's always like, oh yeah, I'll make a decision next week. I'll make a decision next week. Because the NBA is like trying its best to be what is it a year round sport. So free
Yeah.
agency itself is part of the sport. You know what I mean? So for
Yeah,
better and or
indeed.
worse,
It's something to cover,
you know. I
something to
mean,
talk about.
it is. I mean, I'd rather be talking about summer league, but hey, I mean, I can't complain.
Well, we can talk about fouling.
What's there to talk about? Just don't talk, just watch.
I don't want LeBron no more.
You don't want LeBron. You got
Uh-uh.
LeBaron. Why? Who needs
Hmm.
who needs LeBron when you got LeBaron?
Who needs 41-year-old LeBron when you got 20-year-old LeBron? Now, realistically, this is a good question. Do you think LeBron could play for another 10 years? I
Who,
was watching this
who,
nigga get.
who Le,
Listen. Let me give you some context. All right.
all right.
So as you know, I'm late. I don't be going everywhere where everybody going when they be there. Sometimes I'll go after. Sometimes I'll go before. So I watched this Pat McAfee LeBron interview and shit. These niggas was blazing them all good. And one boy who wasn't even supposed to be, like talking at all, he got an opportunity to get one off. You know what I'm saying? So he took his little opportunity and was like, "Yeah, God knows you can play for another 10 years, but what are you planning for?" I'm like, does God know that? I don't know if God really knows that. So I've been thinking about that shit. That shit has been actually eating away at my fucking brain since then. Do you really think that that nigga could actually play for another 10 years?
Um, define plays for another 10 years.
Be productive on a team without bias. Put up numbers. Be a contract worthy of like actually like what I'm saying? Add your roster.
Another 10. I mean, time will tell. Maybe another 5. I mean,
Nigga, this shit crazy, right? I mean, it's almost debatable, but it's like that downhill drop is like I can't imagine him three, honestly.
well, that's the thing. I mean, because I guess this is the assumption, right? Whether or not
Well, the only reason he won't play more than another year or two probably is just because he cares about his legacy. But if he was okay with just being a fucking go out there and have fun kind of guy. He could put up fucking Quinn Cook numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, I mean, yeah. So if we're talking about that level of play, I guess so. I mean, because I guess the difference is like when you see like a lot of these athletes, the wear and tear is from them actually pushing.
And giving a fuck, yeah, actually trying.
Well, we're not even pushing and trying, but them pushing their bodies past like certain limits. You know what I mean? I feel like this nigga kind of built for this shit, man. You know what I mean? So I mean, his fall off is gonna be a little different compared to other people. I mean, obviously
Well,
he's not gonna say it had the same explosion and shit like that,
at
but
this point in his life, he's actually been playing longer than he's not been playing.
yeah,
He's been in the NBA longer than he has not.
yeah. So
That's crazy.
that's a whole different. You want to talk about a different experience in life? I imagine it's kind of hard to imagine what his life would be like if he wasn't playing anymore. I
Oh
mean,
man, serial
like
rapist, 100%.
LeBron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And only fucking like only real big game though. No, none of that little shit.
Oh, big game. What
Yeah, none of that frail shit.
what like Dwight Howard?
Yeah, like no, like gang members and shit, like
Like
fucking,
gang members,
like
oh
leaders, like chiefs of whole tribes and shit. Like, this nigga knocking down whole legacies. Like this nigga said, "Fuck posterity's sake, I'm raping your dad, nigga." Like this nigga crazy. This nigga LeBron will be out here crazy. I can see it.
Damn.
I can see it. You ain't even have to paint the picture, nigga. I was
That's a retirement hobby for your ass right there. It's like, yeah, I was probably like one of the best players ever in basketball history. But once I retired, man, I
yeah,
don't know, man.
Started son and fathers left and right.
Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, man, I don't know, just the thrill of the game, it just lost me. So I had to find something else just to get myself